need 9 poster boards. I use 4 different size puff flowers. I use 5.5 inch, 12 inch, 17 inch, and 9 inch. I use tissue paper from a local store and Amazon, and lastly, tape and scissors. Here are instructions on how to open up the puff flower balls. You're going to start off with spreading out both sides of the puff ball and then gently pulling out one paper from each side. You want to make sure that the ribbon stays in the middle. And this is how that is going to look. And then you want to continue to pull out each paper forward. There's going to be like about 8, I believe, on each side. So you just keep pulling those out. It's okay if they rip because it's cheap paper, so it could easily rip. So you can either push that paper back in or just tear it off like I do sometimes. This is a very long process, and when you have a lot of balls, puff balls, it is going to take a while, so don't be discouraged. As you can see, as I was pulling them, some of my pieces was ripping. Like I said, that is okay. At the end, you can see that I pushed that in there, and this is how the final product looks. And here's how the different size puff balls look when they're all open. I did put scotch tape on the back to stick them onto the poster board. The 5.5 inch mini puff balls have extra string to it, so what you're going to do is cut it not too long and not too short, which we are going to use for the tissue paper. But when you open up completely, you're going to cut down the middle. Depending on the size you want, you can keep on cutting to make it smaller. This is the size that I chose to use, and then you're going to cut round edges. After you cut the edges, you're going to fold it by flipping each side over to make it look like a straight line. It is okay if it is not even. I guess you could say you're folding it to make it look like a fan, but this is how it looks at the end. And then that extra string that you use from the 5.5 inch balls, you're going to use that to tie the middle. Now, placing the puff balls down on the poster boards is going to be a long and tedious process. It did take me a couple days just because I didn't have enough pieces all at once. I would suggest to put all 9 poster boards together while you are putting down the puff balls, just so you can see the pattern that you want and make sure like you're not putting the same colors too close together or the same sizes too close together. Another tip is you always want to stand back and look at your work before you just start randomly pasting them on, just so you know it's coming out the way you want and you don't have to keep taking it off, ripping off tape off the board and placing it back on. And this is how the puff balls look at the end once they're all placed. You can stop watching this video if you don't want to add extra stuff to the puff wall. Since my party was jungle themed this year, I did get flowers from Dollar Tree. As you can see, I'm ripping off the flowers so I could place them on the puff wall. And I also got leaves from Shein to place and tape on the flower wall as well. And this is how the final product came out. It was a big hit at my party, and I just want to thank everybody for watching my video. Like, share, and subscribe. Have a nice day.